Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmadu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Kareem. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good morning, all viewers. Safety awareness. We will discuss about the safety awareness. Everybody should have a safety awareness to be safe, to keep him safe, and protect from the injuries, from accident, and help others to protect. Because if we save one man, we save whole humanity. Whole humanity, you calculate how much blessings of Allah you are going to get. 1400 years before, this is in Quran, Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu told us that if you save, it is from Quran, if you save one man, you save whole humanity. It means you get a lot of blessings of Allah. If you help somebody to be killed, you will have vice versa. You will have a lot of safety. What is a safety? Safety just SAFETI, safety. Stay alert for each task you do. Mean wherever you are working, any task, any project you are doing, you have to be alert. Be alert. Mean concentrate on the same job. Concentrate on the same job. Means safety. Stay alert for each task you do. It is just like ABC. Always be careful where you are working. Take care. Safety means is a safe condition without any damage or an human injury, or is a process of activity without any loss. Is a well-being of activities, or is the control of accident, is free from damage, danger, it's etc. That you have to secure, you have to make safe. Whatever project you are doing, or the people working with you, your subordinates, you have to help them, guide them to work safely, to complete the project without any accident, without any injury, without any incident. You have to minimize, you have to control. That is the, see, very easy. No safety, then no pain. Then you have to face the pain. If you know safety, then no pain, no problem. This is the definition. Safety is defined as the ability of an item to exist or a function over a period of time without causing harm to person or property. Mean you have to save the property, you have to save the people working with you, you have to save yourself. This is the definition of safety, that you have to keep everything safe. It is the right of the workers, employees, to have a safe working environment, and it is the duty of the employer and the management to provide a safe working environment and proper equipment, proper PPEs to work safely. Next, safety is an organized activity actually, that you have to organize all activities for the control of exposure to achieve an acceptable level of risk. What you will do? You will minimize the hazards, you will eliminate the hazards, or you will remove the people from the hazards, or you will try to reduce the hazards. Then you will have engineering controls, you will have some engineering changes. At the end, you will give the PPEs, helmets, goggles, safety shoes, coverall, gloves, different number of PPEs you will provide them. That is the last one. Then you will have a administration control, that all people are wearing the PPEs and working safely. And then you will say, no, the risk left that is acceptable. Suppose I give an example. The aircraft flying in the air. If something happens, it's a big loss, big risk. But the aircraft companies, they have taken all safety measures till end. Now the aircrafts are flying, they are safe because we have accepted that risk. We are flying. The risk is there, but even then we are flying. Why? Because it is acceptable risk. We have accepted this risk. That will be called a acceptable risk when you have done all measures. Principle of safety, concept of safety, principle of safety is an unsafe act and unsafe condition and an accident are all symptoms of something wrong in the management system. You know, 88% accident happen due to unsafe act, that we take a risk, and we do it, and we may face an accident. And 6% accident happen due to unsafe working environment. The working environment is not unsafe. and we have not provided a safe working environment, then people can face trip, slip, different accidents they can have. So we should have, it's the duty of management to provide a safe working condition. And the 6% happened due to nature. Those we cannot avoid. Those are unavoidable. Suppose COVID-19, earthquake, lightning, flood, heavy rain. So these are by the nature. So we cannot avoid them, but we can minimize the extent. We can minimize the injuries. We can minimize the death. If we have awareness of it, that our duty to provide awareness, that the people have awareness that they have to take measures, precautions. As COVID-19, government, all agency, all over the world, company is there, please take care, be at your home, stay at your home, wear mask, use gloves, wash your hand for 20 seconds regularly, to keep on washing out and keep on taking water, so that the virus should not go in the stomach, it should go in your stomach. In stomach is a big heat, it will be no more, it will finish. So with the precautions, prevention is better than the cure. So in the same in the earthquake, if there's earthquake, never run, just walk, just like a duck. Have you ever seen duck walk? First foot press, when it is safe, then second duck. So have a duck walk, never run. If you run, the people will run over you and you will be no more. Same in the lightning, stay at your home, don't go near the big building, near the big poles. So save yourself. So there are a lot of measures with which you can minimize the injuries, minimize the casualties. Safety should be managed like any other company functions. Normally people do not care of it. They consider it's a burden. Actually it's not a burden. It is an investment. If you invest today in that training, you will have less accident, less incidents, accident, injuries. You have to pay less, then overall expenses per product will be less, then your business will be better in the future. So management should direct the safety efforts by setting achievable goal and by planning, organizing, controlling to achieve them. So the management should give a task, they should have a target, they should have a complete safe working environment, and they should achieve the goal. They should have a whole the year, and they should complete their projects without any accident, any issue. That is the proper process. The function of safety is locate and define the operational error. So there will be JSA, job safety analysis, and hazard risk analysis. So all these will be done. Then it will be identified where are the errors in the operation that allow accident to occur. This can be carried out in two ways. There are two ways to do this one. How? By asking why accident happened. By the feedback of the people. The people who are practically working, they can give you the best feedback. With those feedback, you can have a better safety. And second one, by asking whether certain known effective controls are being utilized. Then it should be asked that SOPs, safe operational procedures, are being applied or not. People are working according to SOPs or they are violating it. They are doing a shortcut. So if they are doing shortcut, and they should be checked, there should be check and balance. So whenever there was accident, the investigation doesn't mean to blame somebody. It means to find out the root causes, to control, to stop it to reoccur. So that's why always help the people. If there's any accident, report it. Report doesn't mean to complain against somebody. Report means so that some measures should be taken, and next time there should be not such type of incident or accident. Most injuries can be prevented. Accident can be prevented. How? Management is responsible for preventing injuries. It's a responsibility of management to prevent the injuries and accidents. Working safe is a condition for employment. For every employment, it is a condition they should work safely. Basic principle is a new concept framework for industrial safety. Unsafe act, an unsafe condition, and an accident are the symptoms of something wrong in the management system. In management, if there is incident, near miss, lot of things happening, it means the management is wrong. The management system is not proper. We can predict that certain sets of circumstances will produce severe injuries. These circumstances can be identified and controlled. We can predict it. We can predict easily with our knowledge, with our knowledge, with our experience. We can predict what can happen, what are the existing hazard, what can be the potential. So we can control and minimize. How that we can get? Then the key safety points are the personal protective equipment, PPEs, gloves, helmets, safety shoes, all these. Housekeeping, to have a better housekeeping. If you have better housekeeping, you can provide a better, safe work environment. Confined space. If there's some confined space, you have to provide a proper equipment to work in confined space. Permit to work is a proper system that people will work according to SOPs. Work permit doesn't mean that just a permission. It is a complete checklist and procedures. You will go according to procedure, then you can minimize the accident incident. Then next is hazardous material. The hazardous material should be controlled, should put in proper storage. Material handling, proper material handling can minimize the injuries. Work environment should be safe enough. Tools and equipment should be proper. No damage to the tool. Electrical safety is also very important. It's because big hazard, big risk. So wherever electrical equipment is there, it should be made safe and sound. It should be earthed while working. This was just about the awareness of safety. So please subscribe my channel and to learn about the safety, and send to your friends so that they are should subscribe it to learn about the safety. Thank you very much. So nice of you.